I want to start off by saying thank you, God. Uh, Even though I haven't been too drained to pray, my prayers will always be appreciative of God because as whole as the things I'm going through, regardless of how I'm being manipulated to think, I am continuously recognizing what this is about. And it's obvious. It's not because I'm a genius. It's because the, their job is to truly make you forget the reality of what this is. That this is obviously a massive government using human subjects as test subjects, as they use this a very very sophisticated technology, and this program is very sophisticated and consists of efforts from everybody around you to get you to accept this false reality. And for me, I'm still able to see things for what they are because they're super obvious, but truly we are truly manipulated cognitively to be confused into the obvious manipulations. And a lot of things is changing. You know, they're playing with memories, they play with try to change timelines and erase reality, erase memories. There's a lot of back and forth. The job is to truly accept these manipulations, these cognitive manipulations. And they use everything to create doubts in you. It doesn't even have to be anything in regard to the manipulation. It can just be anything, get you confused on something that is work related. Then, like you see, you have doubt there. So this is that. Like it's gaslighting, but on a level that is very industrial, meaning that this is more than just some regular gaslighting tactics. This is scientifical. Is properly put together, orchestrated. So just imagine gaslighting, which is basically the goal is to put doubts on the perceptions and memories of an individual, because they make you experience different things, and then they want you to be doubtful of that. And so anything they can use to make you feel doubtful about the obvious things, they will. Oh, you thought this was this. Oh, you thought this. So you see, that's proof that this is that. That's how they do. And this is what they're going to continuously do. It's part of these games, mind games, to get you to accept this manipulation. Um, and they use these clowns as same character, because as they manipulate you, they try to use the different language. Now we're searching your brain, and this is what clowns. They're just rewiring, manipulating you, changing you, as they've been doing that to others. This is not speculation. This is validation that other people have said the exact same thing, and then you know yourself. Right? You know who you are. So if you're now experiencing things that you wouldn't experience, this is obvious that something's changing you. But on top of that, you find out that this is like a systematic tactic they use on others. When you hear other people calling things the way you would experience it, you get validation, and they still in character, because gaslighting has to be persistent. Just no, they are. It's you. No, it's you. They are. And they go the repetitive ways. I'm like, listen, you do the pedophile type of torture. You manipulate me in these nasty ways. You manipulate my memories in these ways. You manipulating, and you've been doing that to others who literally say they implant information. Like everything has been validated by others, and I've been even talking about it before they even manipulate specific things. So the changes and the manipulations has been constant, and then try to get you to accept these things, and then your logic and thoughts. Those are just changed and manipulated because they can override your thoughts. They can get you to think this way. And this is a cognitive warfare that it is. This is the warfare that they talk about the future is going to be. Try to make you accept this false personality by changing who you are. And then changing the memories and all that. So you get validated. But your brain is becoming more and more disrupted, removed from reality. So they will make you go back to a memory they manipulated, or it's something they change around to create this false reality. I mean, there's no limit. And then try to make you acceptive of this. And memory manipulations have been done, and personality implants have been, like all of that, everything I've said, everything I'm saying, the way I describe what happens to me, others have described it. One way or another, you find somebody who has the commonly experience than you. There's nothing unique to me. Then you have this purpose, who their job is to get you to accept this false manipulation. They will disorient you. I don't know what they say, oh, this is our man who's going to stab you, okay? Are they saying that to warn you, or are they saying that you stop saying the fact that they are manipulating your memories, they are manipulating your thoughts, they are manipulating everything to get you to accept these things? It's because they try to get you to disorient you and to stop thinking about how they're changing everything you're experiencing, inclusive of your memories. And talking about how their man is going to stab me should take my mind away from the fact that changing me in these ways to make me acceptive of these manipulations. It's disgusting. But I'm thankful that I got a chance to describe everything before it happens. And to hear people and all sort of people try to get you to accept this. And they are trying to erase you. As I'm saying that right now, via voice to skull, you have people who are childlike minded. You get a sense of dignity because you see who's involved. And I'm not trying to insult them, but these are not brave human beings talking to me, interacting with me. They are childlike individuals who even change their tonality, talking in the ways, and all they map, they do and they talk like that, and the way they talk is supposed to sound like this. It's just too obvious. You do the pedophilia type of torture, you manipulate the brain, and you try to create and build a personality that's falsified. How you do that? That means that you have current manipulation of today. You have memory manipulations to create a false notion of you, and then you try to gaslight me into accepting these manipulations. And disorientation and divergence are continuously utilized to confuse and make you accepting of this. As I was making this video, somebody started sending me a message, all these things, the typical things. Now, I'm thankful to God that I'm able to see things for what they are, even though in my brain there's a battle. But they're going to make that mistake because they want to make me feel doubtful. And I've noticed how they try to do that. They bring up some random things about work. And of course, this is work. This is not, I don't have the answers for that. I don't know I'm learning about what's happening, but I know what's happening to me. I have no doubt. There's no speculation. I know I'm being changed and manipulated psychologically, cognitively. My memories are being played around. I know who I am. I know how you're just trying to change things and try to make me accept this false reality. I have no doubt. Zero doubt. And I know how you're just trying to do that. And I know that you can manipulate memories to recreate in different fashion. And I made videos because I know the steps they were taking to change my memories into this version. For example, not too long ago, they're bringing up something. If you go into my videos, if you search for Ari is an interesting story because it breaks down their reality. They want to create this false personality. And this memory disrupt this falsified personality they try to make me accept. Ari is an older individual that when I was a teenager had some kind of interesting things happening. Ari is somebody I thought of many times after that happens. What they try to do to erase the reality of what Ari was to me, a person who's older than me, which indicate the reality and the impact of what this older person has done to me. They have reshuffled and shuffled around memories to block out that. And so they make me think, no, remember, they change of like me younger, middle school, pre-sophomore year, those thoughts of me thinking about what sexual thoughts or sexual moments I had. And I always go back to when I was playing mom and dad when I was like 9-10 years old. And as I'm like early teen, I think back of it and try to recreate that in different fashion. That's because I didn't have any references of sexual things, and they play in the childhood. And so to change that, because after 16, and actually even after 15, whatever, but at 16 years old, I had an interaction with somebody who's much older than me, and she's been in my mind all the time. And so they change and reshuffle and make me think of When I was thinking about me playing mom and dad at that time and trying to remove this older woman who's been on my mind for a long time, who I've, it's been engraved in my mind, and try to make me think, oh, remember when you were still trying to think of anything, when you're like in middle school, think about when you, like a few years back, when you were like playing mom and dad with this person, when you're still in elementary, try to and so it's been a reshuffle to remove Ari, who's a much older person than me, when I was still a teenage kid. And that alone breaks this reality they put together. Because they are building a false personality, and today they are trying to create this personality that is disturbing, and they make me experience that. So for me, it's just putting things back in perspective. And they do anything to make me feel doubtful. Anything. Oh, you looked at this thing in the wrong way. So, you see, that's true. And with time, these memories of mine are being reshuffled and manipulated and changed, and they're becoming less and less recognizable as false memories. With time, they work on it. So that's why I make videos, to kind of go back to how I was able to put things in perspective when it was still kind of newish. And they've been doing that, changing slowly, to rebuild this personality in different fashion, because they want you to accept this false reality. And the way they have created these things is just to change your memories. And it's hard, because I speak about something I can't experience anymore. It's like me speaking about something that I will never experience. I will never experience the reality of what happened. The reality of me thinking that when I was by myself, like a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old in bed, to now when I'm like a 17, 18-year-old, where the change that instead of me thinking about Ari, all these things that I wish would have happened these ways, changed to create this false personality. Now, for me, I'm not even being threatening, but they think that in person, this is going to be more accepted. In person, I will see how bottom fears these people are. I'll see that, I will understand, I see why you're willing to sell your soul like that. You have no control in your life. Every day for you is an experience that you don't know. Like, life is to be determined for you. But for me, everything is, there's the only control in life you have is being involved in this program, because you know what's going to happen to me. But you, oh my gosh, the to be determined in every ways. But for me, everything determined and manipulated and orchestrated. As I'm saying that, there's a noise campaign from a dog, right? The neighbors open the door and have the dogs bark. I'm like, you see, you and your dog are at the same level. Just like your dog is investigating, you're investigating the same way the dog is investigating. That's what you are. You are this. You're going to make noise campaign to box in this false, just like your dog. You equate to this. This is what they need. Target individual. Do not doubt that you're being changed psychologically. The physical aspect, you can't. There's no way to escape from that. You're gonna be handicapped. You're gonna be unable to do certain things. So this is no way to figure out that you're being changed in that way. That's easy. Psychologically, they are rewiring you and manipulating everything about you. Whatever ways they try to get you to feel doubtful about it, don't be doubtful. They are doing that. This is what this program is about. We are test subjects to this cognitive warfare, and they're changing you. And your thoughts are no longer yours. They're trying to make you accept of these manipulations, and they even use childlike individuals. Matter of fact, use these people around you as a reference to, of course, they're manipulating you. Look at this person talking to you. Listen to the person interacting with you. They sound like children. Can you imagine that person is trying to tell you this bullshit? And everything else will show you that these people actually try to change you into something else. Do not be accepting of the changes. However, they try to move it around and see that for what it is. Them trying to make you accept a false reality. For example, Ari is the enemy. Why? Because Ari is an older woman that I was with when I was a teenager. What does that mean to them? It means that the narrative is a little twisted now that they want to create. So they're going to do their part to erase that, to change that into something else. Because they are war. What I mean by that is basically that their job is to break you down cognitively. You are the test subject this year. What can work to get you to accept this false identity? And they see you as basically a game to play with. Okay, how we do it if we do this? If we okay, well, let's just move this around. Just remember when you think about that. Just move that there, and slowly evaporate Ari. That's what they do. And then in the meantime, when they make you think that that'll happen, then they tell you how you're gonna be tortured, you're gonna be stabbed, you're gonna be killed, you're gonna be to get you to like, oh, think about that and that. Whatever horrible things I'm gonna go, I understand it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be the worst thing. I will never identify with this false reality. They will not make me forget that Ari was really impactful to me in my late teen and even my young adulthood. And this falsified version they try to change to erase Ari is because they want to create this false personality. And they're at the same level as this dog they're barking. To all my target individuals, stay strong.